Now. Greetings, fellow bridge lovers, and welcome back to the Bridge Brawl claw-in matches and quarterfinals and basically whatever we can get done whenever. As you might be able to notice, I should probably be playing right now, but I'm going to get there in a moment. We haven't actually started play at our table. I just need to introduce our players and commentators. We have the match of Bridge with Steve versus Bridgin with Kai in this current match. We are currently, if we're looking at the bracket, it's inclined to Bridge with Steve versus Bridgin with Kai. This match will determine who plays ProQuar in the quarterfinals. I also need to introduce our amazing cast of commentators that we will have on this match. I'm also going to turn off the beer cards because they won't be able to edit that. We're just going to have to verbally do that. But we have the amazing, legendary David Gold here with us in commentary. Woo! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for joining us. He has multiple titles and also friends with many of us. So great to be bringing in his expertise because he knows the systems that will be played on the Bridge with Steve team. We also have the lovely V8 Mama, who was the OG streamer back in the day and still coming in and commentating and participating in all of these online bridge events that are going on. Life of the party. She's got her hat, she's got her mug, she's got everything all decked out. And then of course we have her partner in crime. We've got the William Jenner O'Shea here, also known as Running with Scissors, on the driver's seat. So with those with those introductions out of the way, I need to go play some bridge. I'm going to leave you in their hands. So be nice, everybody, and I will see you when I get out of the slog that is going to be this claw-in match. All right, good luck and have fun. Bye.
Good luck and have fun. In my day, it was known as BNOFO. Not just be nice. Different meaning, yeah. So, hi, David. Amazing to be in commentary with you. We've watched you play so many times in all the big events, and it's so wonderful to have your expertise here with us.
Nice to be on the other side for a change, yeah.
Yes, it is. It is a lot. It's a funny. I don't know how much. I'm sure you've watched plenty of Graph, but when you are analyzing a hand that's in action and you can see all hands, it's much harder because it stops you from getting inside that person's head and what they're thinking from just their point of view, because we can see all the cards, and that definitely, clouds your thinking. So it's like, come on, do this. It's like, hang on, why would he do that? So yeah, it's an interesting way of watching. Hey, in chat, we've got Ewan and Razan and Chris. Welcome, everybody.
Where's this chat? Or can I see it somewhere?
So what you'll need to get chat is open up YouTube. And if you can anywhere, open up YouTube and watch Bridge Base Online, and then open up the stream that is what we're streaming on, and then just mute.
Okay.
You have to have it on mute, and then just read the chat. If otherwise, we just read chat out to you. But it's always nice if you can see chat.
I'll see if I can do it. So go to YouTube.
I can tell you that Ewan says Scissors is the best. Vanessa V8 I think it's also is the best, not VIITB. And clearly, David Gold is absolutely the best. Yes. So
who's that?
That's like that. Ewan McNay.
Ewan McNay, yeah. Hi, Ewan. Yeah.
Oh, a lovely man.
We have played each other. I don't think I came out very well from it, though, as I recall.
I think he holds a grudge.
Yeah.
We can say what we like about David till he finds chat. ... This is all true. This is all true.
So I go to YouTube, and what do I do?
So you go to Bridge Base Online, search Bridge Base Online, and this will pop up, Bridge Brawl, and click on that, and then
Bridge Brawl crops up live. Indeed, it does. Oh,
yep, and all you need to do you've got to mute. You've got to mute the YouTube.
I've muted it now.
Beautiful.
Oh God,
and now you can read chat. Hi, Louise from backwards of Pennsylvania. Hope you're enjoying the
I got it.
That's coming. Okay, there's like one boomer here, and that's me. So everybody else has to be good at this. Zia was having an off day. Well, tell us about Zia's off day. I'd like to know what Zia's off day is like.
It's pretty damn good, but
Exactly.
yeah, no, you played really well, Ewan. I mean, I don't remember the exact scores, but I know that we got a beating. So
We're looking forward to some Steve Rain stories in chat, so that's good. Big fan of Steve's vlogs. I watch all of his vlogs from when he does Bridge with Steve is an excellent channel. If you want to try and follow that on YouTube or Twitch, and when he goes away to his weekend Bridge congresses, he puts in a lot of work. He's filming all day, and in between matches, he tells us about some interesting hands, and it's great if you enjoy playing congresses. It's like you're there. So yeah, hats off to Steve because it's a lot of work.
yeah, I agree with that.
Very enjoyable, very enjoyable. So let's Scissors, what do you got up here for us?
So at the moment, I've got the knockout bracket. There's actually two brackets going on. This is the championship bracket. In case anyone wasn't aware, there was a round robin played in two halves where 9 teams from this side and 9 teams from this side played. And then they moved forward to a bracket. The quarterfinals sort of start here. There are 8 teams here, one of which is Pete Holland's team, which is a crowd favorite and also the team that I'm playing for.
I'm not sure they're the crowd favorite. You just call them the crowd favorite because they're your team, but okay.
I'm the crowd. And then this quarterfinal match has been played already. You can see NYC Bridge has a bigger score, so they've moved forwards to the semis. This match here has already been played, Kachung versus John Stelbridge. If anyone doesn't know, there's an interesting scoring format in this event. It's a 10-board match, and it's a knockout, but you have to win your 10-board match by 7 or more imps. If you win by 5, let's say, the match continues. So a 2-board tiebreak, another 2-board tiebreak if it's still not decided by 7, and then it's decided on how many beer cards you get. And so John Stelbridge won this match 20-15, which wasn't enough imps to win. And on a count back, Kachung with a beer card to John Stel's no beer cards moved onto the semi. And 4th and 5th from each side of the round robin are actually playing a match called a claw-in. So that's the match we're watching today. That's Bridge with Steve and Bridgin with Kai. And we're about to watch their 10-board match, hopefully with tiebreakers and all that and beer cards.
Hopefully with beer cards, yeah.
The winner of that moves into the quarterfinal of the championship bracket, takes on Proqua, who I think topped their round robin. And while this is all going on, there's a second challengers bracket below. And the claw-in, it says loser, but maybe the runner-up and the claw-in drops into that quarterfinal in a challengers bracket. And you can see there are matches here. One claw-in yet to be played, and the loser of today drops down to this one.
And prize money for all teams.
So there's been crowdsourced prize money. You can still donate to the link. It's on this site here, where I am now. I'll put a link in chat. And it's quite small on the screen, but above each of the matches, it says the winners and get this much and the losers get this much. In the championship bracket, if you continue to win and then win the grand final, the current prize pool is $2,040 for the winning team. And the runners-up get $1,020, which is a fantastic amount of prize money for an online bridge event. There's a 3rd, 4th playoff. They get sort of half and a quarter of first, and prize money all the way down. So even in the challengers bracket, if you get knocked out, you get some amount.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is that up until now they've been in the round robin. There were 8 boards, and now they're 10. And with this, and there were proper wins or losses. You know, you just had your VPs. With these matches now being 10, if it's less than 7 separating winner from loser, then another 2 boards are played. And if in that you still can't make it bigger, then another 2 boards are played. And after that, it's a beer card count back. And after that, it's BAM. And after that, the crowd chooses. So we'll see who the crowd favorite is, Scissors. The crowd chooses. So this is quite an unusual event in that. There are lots of ways to win this. And I really like the variants of 7 or more to actually win the match, because you want to create a swing, you need something, and that brings out the creativity. You watch a lot of American bridge, which is just so identical. Same everything, same bidding, same card play techniques, and lots and lots of pushes. So that doesn't tend to happen against Australian teams. The wild, wild west, as it is.
The 18 teams here who are selected are all people who create bridge content. So they're not all necessarily expert players. Some of their bridge content, honestly, is how to learn bridge. There's profiles here of all of who the players are, and you can find their links. Bridge with Steve is a big one. Bridging with Kai, everyone knows Kai. But there's players all the way down here who don't play as much or are learning.
Where's the Pete Hollands? Where's the Pete Hollands?
Crowd favorite Pete's got to be on this list somewhere.
Got to be somewhere on the list. There he is. There he is.
Look at that handsome devil.
Yeah, and each creator then put together a team of their, friends or people they wanted to ask to be on their team, and the captain of the team is the content creator, and that captain is live streaming through their channel each of the matches. So if you don't want to watch the commentary here, you can watch that player. I think most of them, we've got them sitting south, so it's easier to watch, and you'll be able to listen to their analysis of the hand as they go, because streamers talk about what they're thinking. We have no filter. They just, think out loud as they go. So if you want to do that and just see the bridge from their point of view only, not all 4 hands or the results, that's great. Otherwise, they're all stored as videos. So look them up and watch them afterwards. I've been doing quite a lot of that, watching the match and then going back and watching the video and thinking from their point of view. And it's very interesting.
All of the matches are also being played on this Bridgebase Online YouTube channel, and the videos will be there. I think this might be the only match happening today, or while this video is going anyway. During
the only one on the schedule for today, yeah.
During the round robins, there was quite a lot of scheduling that happened, and so we got to play lots of different matches, several back-to-back, all in a row. But now, because we have to wait for the claw in before we could start the quarterfinal, and the teams could be from anywhere in the world, and then we don't know who the quarterfinal opponents will win to go into the semis, the scheduling's going to take a little bit longer. But I know that the Peter Hollands team is playing on Friday, our time. So today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 days and 2 hours from now.
Yeah, Andy Bowie is on Bridge with Steve's team, and being the awesome Kiwi that she is, and the awesome wife of the awesome Matt Brown that she is, she will be adding some variants, which is great. She's a very aggressive bidder.
Let me load up the...
View graph has started, Book Talk says. Here we go.
Let me load up the match. This is available to watch on Bridgebase, but if you follow along here, you can see what we're talking about.
It looks like we're going to get the Fantoons at this table. Is that correct, David?
Yeah, they play a version of Fantoon's system. So one club is forcing, everything's forcing. A club, a diamond, a heart, and a spade are all forcing. A club can include some balanced hands. It's not artificial. Their 2 bids are all, I think, something like 10 to 13, either a 6-card suit or a 5-card suit and an unbalanced hand. There are probably some other restrictions. And they are very aggressive, very exciting young pair who've been doing very well in kind of England trials and things like that, and tournaments. I've actually teamed with them once as well. It was good fun.
So someone in chat asked how come the East hand wasn't a modern 2-diamond opening. If you play weak 2s, I can imagine opening that in a modern style. Do you know if they're playing those sort of constructive 2s, David?
Well, their 2-diamond opener would show 10, I believe, 10 to 13.
Yeah, that's the Fantoon style.
That would be fine. So
yeah,
if they had about a 10 count, they would open 2 diamonds. I don't think anyone would really open that weak 2, though, in second seat, equal vulnerability. It's not.
I'm not sure you've been to Australia.
I'm not sure you've left
Well,
England.
look, the English style is pretty aggressive, but
Mm.
I don't think many would open that. Should I say? Not
Many. There we go. Thank you.
Many. Yeah, that's better.
Penny was a bit. Can you just tell us about North South?
Yeah, so
So-
South is actually our host, Kai, whose original name was Marksman Master Pro, and he's kept Marksman as his username. So you obviously know who he is. And North, you've probably met through international tournaments, Tracy. She also creates a lot of content, bridge content. Tracy Bauer. Marksman has a fork in good hand.
He does have a fork in good hand. It's true.
So sorry, just to explain a bit more about the East-West system, because I wasn't very clear. I think their one bids, which are all forcing, promise 14 plus. The only exception, I think, is that if they have both majors like 5-4, they might have to open with a bit less, because I think the two major openers deny 4 of the other major. And they play a weak trump, which takes some of the hands out as well. So their one club opener, someone's asking in the chat, would be consistent with an unbalanced, 14 plus unbalanced, and some various balanced hands, including a strong no trump, because their one no trump opener is weak. Anyway, so what system do North South play?
I think they'd be playing pretty just basic 2-over-1 when these two play together. We watched them a few days ago, and it was simple. Yeah.
So would anyone open that South hand? Would anyone go for a strong no trump with the South hand, or would you stick with a diamond as Kai did?
I think I really like the no trump. I really do.
So you would open it one no trump?
No, because I only ever opened a 14 high cut point, one no trump one time, and got my bottom slapped so hard.
Oh, okay.
I said at the table I would never do it again. But
Okay,
if
so
it wasn't me, obviously, I would open this one no trump. Yes.
I would open a no trump in third seat as well, partly to take away the option of the opponents overcalling a major, for better or for worse.
I think that's a really good point. I would definitely open it one no, and that's certainly one of the reasons why. I like the preemptive effect. I think that's a very, very good point.
When you say, will Coops open at a weak no trump, Razan, where are people sitting at the other table? Is Steve surely is sitting south?
I suspect that's true.
So what actually happened when a diamond, a spade, North said double,
and then he
South
said
did no
nothing,
trump.
South won no trump, and that's where we
West
stopped.
did 2 spades, and North decided to lead a. I'm just getting lost here. Sorry, South bid 1 no trump. Sorry, I'm looking at the contract in the other room. And West.
Yeah, at
sorry,
this
West
table,
won no trump.
West only bid spades one time with ace queen to 6 and an ace.
Sorry,
I sold out to 1 no trump, and then led the ace of spades, and then has now switched to a heart. So not much has happened since then. If Kai chooses to set the hearts up, he's going to have a great time. If he tries to set the diamonds up, it might be a bit more tricky for a couple of reasons. They split poorly, and there's not that many entries to dummy.
So interesting as well that she led the ace of spades rather than a low spade.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you want to catch a singleton queen or something, or she had it, but some singleton honor.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know why, what their leads could be.
Well, certainly that would be the logic to catch a singleton king. I must admit, I would have led a low spade on this particular hand just because the spade pips are not great, and I've only got one side entry, which is going to get knocked out very quickly. I'm just trying to think. The ace of spades could work well if dummy has something like Jack 10 doubleton and partner has the 9, and you can play the ace and then the queen, kind of squashing the dummy. So it's certainly not unreasonable, but I just think I would have led a low spade to have more chance of communication with partner.
Yeah, I would have led a low spade, and giving away a cheap trick here today, but on a different
Well,
day,
I think you
maybe
can
Barnum will
afford
give
to
one
lead
back.
your fourths or whatever you lead because you've got that ace, the outside ace. Otherwise, yeah.
What would scare me about the ace is the kind of layout where dummy has 2, declarer has 3, but I can't continue the suit without giving up a trick. Whereas if I lead low, I'm hoping partner gets in once, which is why shouldn't they? I've only got 12 points and they've stopped in 1 no trump. And then the spade comes through. That's what I would be thinking, but I can certainly understand the ace of spades lead. So I haven't been paying much attention here. So what's declarer done? They tried some.
Lost the diamond to the ace, won the heart return, has played a diamond, and now finessed the 10. So he's up to 3 tricks so far. He's got his king of spades and queen of diamonds. That'll get him to 5.
You'll get one of the clubs for 6.
One of the clubs will win for 6, but he's going to need a bit of fun in the ending, I think.
Well, he could get some more hearts if someone played a heart.
He'd have to have them play a heart once to establish the hearts and then somehow get to dummy as well. So there is a chance that one of his opponents will get end played. West could get end played out of a spade, and East could get end played out of a diamond.
Yeah, exactly.
So
well, West could get end played out of 2 spades.
One trick is all marksman can get because his king is a winner, and he can only get 1 extra trick.
The thing is that they win the ace of clubs, and for example, play a heart kind of squeezes south.
Yeah. So it's going to be a bit delicate for marksman, for Kai. But the opponents are at risk of getting end played.
So Lily is Lily actually thinking of ducking this?
Ducking might cost a club trick because the queen will win and then another club back will establish the king.
Yeah.
So
Ducking it here is going to work very badly, especially ducking it slowly. You might actually survive ducking it. If you duck it in tempo, you might survive because declarer could play West for ace doubleton.
Yeah.
But okay, so she's played the 10 of clubs back. They do need to be a bit careful here. For example, if declarer wins the king and West doesn't unblock, then there's some danger in West getting end played, isn't there?
West might get end played, and the opponents
West
won't have time to play another club.
West might be onto it after that very long hesitation before whether deciding to play the ace or not, and then coming out the 10. I think West might be onto it.
Yeah, I think so. I certainly think I'm expecting West to think here at an absolute minute. She didn't even think. Yeah, so she
worked it out.
Yeah, that's
she's partner's thinking time.
Yeah, so she did that almost instantly. I mean, they're good players.
Are they going to? Are they on the UK women's team, or
they played a match to be on the England ladies team for the European Championships this year in Latvia, and they had a lead for quite a bit of the match. Unfortunately, they ran out of steam and they lost to a very experienced team. But they have won the Lady Milne Trials before, which is a tournament between like England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, that sort of thing. And they won the trials for that, I think, last year or like a year and a half ago, something like that, roughly.
Yeah.
So they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, the UK, the English women's team is incredibly strong. I think always has been as well, as long as I'm aware.
Yeah.
We are friends of Fiona Brown, what with her actually being an Australian.
Yes, she was on the winning. Hang on a minute, I'm getting confused now. Yeah, she would have been on the winning team. On the team that beat them.
Oh, right.
But this is the 4th trick for the defenders. The next club can be the 5th trick. The next heart could be the 6th trick.
Yeah, but the club, what does South discard? South is in big trouble.
Yeah, they can throw a diamond on this one. They won't enjoy the next one quite so much.
Yeah, but even on a diamond, you can just exit with a jack of diamonds, can't you?
Yeah.
Is this? Does this then get you the beer card in defense for the setting trick?
Oh, I
Uh,
see. Oh, yeah, there's
it is
this seven
possible.
of diamonds thing. Yeah.
It is possible, though probably not anymore.
Because it's no, not anymore. No.
Okay, so that was a smart play by West. It means that any possible accident of partner kind of throwing you in at the wrong moment is no longer possible. So that now the defense, I don't think, can go wrong.
There's always ways to go wrong, David.
Yeah, well, there is a way. If Declara throws a spade and East plays a low diamond, but she's not going to do that. Now there's no.
So this is actually down 1.
Yeah.
Am I right? Yes.
Yes.
And
You got comparing with 140, so that's what is it? That's 90. That's 3, is it?
3 imps to north south.
Yeah.
Because their teammates, east west at the other table, brought home 2 spades, making the over trick.
So am I right in thinking, and I mean the viewers probably know this better than me, do they need to win by more than 6
Yes.
for it to be a win? Okay.
Yes. If you win by 7, you've won the match. If you win
And if
by
you-
6 or less, then 2 more boards must be played.
Yeah.
The match has been set up for 14 boards, but in reality, it's only a 10-board match. The additional 14 is that there's a 2-board tiebreak and a 2-board tiebreak. That's the way they've solved that problem. So after 10 boards, if one team wins by 7, the match is over.
So it
Yeah.
looks like, sorry, yeah. It looks like this will probably get passed round to North, although I will say that the East-West system that we talked about earlier in 3rd seat is looser. I'm not saying that is loose to the point that they will open the West hand, but the 10 to 13 2-bits certainly does not apply in 3rd seat. They can open lighter hands because partners passed.
I'm interested how they did not end up in spades.
Well, at our table, West bid spades once with ace queen to 6 and an ace on the side, and then didn't bid spades again.
Well, this
Do you
is a
think-
no trump opening hand, though. If you're in a no trump, aren't you getting transferred to spades?
I think Vanessa means this board.
Yeah, sorry.
So you would expect it to go 1 no trump and for South to transfer. So is it possible to just have a look at the other auction? Because I agree with you. It is a little curious, isn't it?
So they actually opened the club and then rebid a strong no trump because they're playing a weak no trump at the other
They're
table.
playing a weak no trump. Now that explains it. Simple as that. Now,
Right, spoilers, scissors, get rid of that table quick.
Club
Yeah.
a spade and no trump.
Okay. So this could be a system swing, even though they made their 3. They're only in 1 no trump. I mean, are they going to find? I still think you'd find game. No, he's just dropping dead. Okay.
no, so they're going to lose a couple of spades, probably a heart. East's probably going to leave the jack of clubs. Might not lose a heart because he might set the clubs up. But the heart's going to come through. So you're probably going to make 10 tricks here, feels like, but might not.
Yes, I see. You could set the clubs up. Yeah, I think you're
You
going to
might
club
not
leader.
make 10. You're probably not going to make more than 10. Because, I mean, the heart's going to come through.
I mean, this is like a club lead to me. Jack
It looks
10,
like a club
8.
lead. It's going to go spade lead, spade to the 9 probably, and a heart's going to come through because that's, so you're probably not going to get in
In
time.
the timing, you haven't.
Might
Yeah.
not even make 10 tricks here. There's quite a bit of work to do, isn't there? Maybe they won't even play a spade. Maybe they'll just play the Queen of Diamonds, a trick 2, and try and rough. Yeah, that's probably what they should do. That's what this is Tracy, isn't it, who's declaring?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, probably she should just play the Queen of Diamonds here. There's a danger if you play a spade and it loses to the jack that they kind of, you don't get a rough in hand that you might need because you don't know clubs are breaking.
This is true.
We've got a question that should probably be addressed from Ewan, which is, for BAM in this event, is a 10-point difference a win or a tie? I didn't even know there was a border match element.
Yeah, so yes, it's a win. If you're 430 against 420, 430 wins the BAM.
I didn't even realize. So hang on, this 6 imp difference that you need to win by 7. What's this BAM element?
So once you've played your 10 and the score is less than 7 difference, and then you play 2 more and it's still less than 7, you play 2 more, it's still less than 7, then it's beer card count back. Whoever got the most beer cards wins.
Oh.
If you got equal,
then it
goes to BAM.
Also, the BAM
And
is only there for a split tie. Is that what you're saying?
It's the second split tie. The first decider is beer cards. The second decider then is BAM, and 430 does beat 420. And after that, if there's no difference in the BAM, then the crowd votes. The chat decide who the winner is.
Right. Oh wow. Okay. So just to go back to the play here, Declara did play the Queen of Diamonds at trick 2, King Ace, Jack of Diamonds, and she ruffed.
Excellent.
And she played the King of Clubs, on which West made a tiny little error. She had the Queen and the 9 of Clubs remaining, and her partner had led the Jack. So Declara knows she's got the Queen, and she should play the Queen of Clubs on the second round, just to scare Declara a bit, you know, because
about getting an overruff or something.
When she plays low, Declara knows that the third round of clubs is standing up. Doesn't particularly matter here because Declara didn't really have any options, but just in general, when you're known to hold a card and it doesn't cost you anything to play it, the general principle is you should play it. So it's a small thing, and it didn't actually make a difference here.
Are you sometimes giving any information about the other suits with that card as well? I mean, some people's carding is, you know, so deep that can mean something else as well as that suit. Like do something else.
I certainly play a lot of suit preference, but when it comes to playing honors as like Queen or above, sometimes even the Jack, those tend to just be bridge cards because you can't really afford to be playing Ace, Kings, and Queens very often as suit preference, right? Mm-hmm. You can't be pitching a king to say you want a high-ranking suit very often. So playing a king normally means I've only got the king or I've got the king and the queen. I think that's the case with the queen, but definitely with lower cards, definitely lots of suit preference, yeah.
When we analysed this hand, we actually overlooked the fact that East had 2 trump tricks. We all guessed that West might win 2 spades, but East actually won 2 spade tricks as well.
So
they managed to overrun.
I don't see any shortage anywhere. How are they getting 2 trump tricks?
They have such a shapely hand. In the ending, Declara played a winning club. East rough with the 2, and South had a losing heart and elected to give East a trick rather than.
I see, and then suffered an overruff.
A heart trick. Well, no, they got an overruff with a club with a diamond. The diamond, the 4th round of diamonds was roughed and overruff with the Jack, and then the 4th or 5th round of clubs was led. East rough with the 2, and South elected to pitch a loser. So no one predicted that East had 2 trump tricks to go with West's.
Is this slam alert?
Well, this is a very dangerous board. North-South are very kind of close to slam values. I mean, North's got a monster, and South has got a good hand with 4-card support, and is going to show probably some kind of good hand, maybe via a Drury 2 clubs or something, and North is going to get maybe excited. What happens if they do get to slam is the question, because they did make 12 tricks in the other room. We can see that there are lots of losers, but is there a danger of slam losers? Like, for example, on a club lead, slam is obviously just dead because they're going to lose a club and definitely
one of the red suits.
Right.
Yeah.
But is there... I think there's danger of North-South getting to a failing slam. I don't think they're going to make a slam if they get there.
So it looks like they're playing Bridgin on from a past hand. Is that correct? I don't...
That's what the alert suggested. 4 spades, 7 to 9. Many people play a different system in 3rd and 4th seat, although that does add extra memory.
Fit showing jumps would...
Yeah, we would play that as a fit showing jump. So it would show at least 3, usually 4 spades, with typically 5 clubs on the side.
And I actually play that as natural because of because Drury takes away my natural 2 club bid.
Yeah.
I play 3 clubs as natural, although I admit I don't think I've ever made the bid. So maybe maybe I should consider changing that. Okay, they've avoided danger. I think there was definitely danger here. You could definitely see people getting to slam here.
South being able to show this hand as 7 to 9 rather than 10 or more, which it's kind of on the borderline, I think.
Right.
7 to 9, North's hand is well, maybe you've got a king or two.
I
but
would have shown it's
you need
10. I just want to squeeze to the bracket that, because it is 10. You've got a doubleton. So
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
we'd
but
be
your
in
doubleton-
trouble, scissors.
Doubled and
Well,
short
yeah,
honors, terrible
well,
honors in all the suits.
Yeah, I mean, you're if it was a small doubleton and the queen was somewhere else, then I would agree with you. But it feels to me like counting the doubleton and counting the queen is almost counting the same thing twice in a way.
Yes,
Hmm.
V8 does that. Yes.
I do that, and as Brad has famously called it one time, it is in fact a quabbleton, and yeah, I do that. I do all the things to try and get to that next bracket up. So
Yeah.
we're in a
So-
lot of dirty slams over here.
I think East West are going to win an import too. So there's an interesting comment here from somebody, I don't know who they are by name, not NOHK.
Okay, that's actually Brad. Yeah. No Heart King. That's a Babu reference. No Heart King.
Okay.
But it's Brad. Yeah.
So he's saying that North South at the other table are playing old school ACOL because they're too scared to play Groove. He's referring to a system which they
So
invented.
Brad actually plays Groove.
Oh, you play
Yes,
Groove, right? Yeah,
he does. So he's on the Pro Quad team.
But for
And
the
so
benefit,
if you play
well,
Groove.
some of the people here may not know this. Isn't the full name of the system Groove is in the Heart, or is it just Groove?
Well, I'll let Brad answer that because I had never
Yeah.
even heard of Groove before this tournament. So
It's a pretty
heard of the song, obviously.
It's a pretty crazy, very artificial system that is often banned at a lot of levels. You need to be playing in an event that allows quite extreme stuff.
Mm.
And was it invented by Steve? I don't know, or Steve and Chris. I know they played it together. I wondered if they would be playing it today, actually, to tell you the truth. Yeah, Groove is in the Heart is technically the name. Thank you, Paul.
Paul is also on the Pro Quad team. This is a team of mostly Kiwis, one Australian Pro Quad who's the content creator, and one Finnish American.
Oh, cool.
But mostly
And,
Kiwis.
So who is Brad?
Brad
Brad-
is the NOHK. No Heart.
I know that. I mean, but
He's
full
Brad.
name.
Well, I'm not going to dox people on stream, but he's a
Kiwi legend.
Oh, he's a Kiwi legend. Sorry.
We like to
I-
say
sorry to
legend.
sorry to discuss you like this, Brad, but nice to meet you. So we can see that they exited. Declarer Tracy exited with a club, and Dido switched to a diamond, which has set the 10 of diamonds up for the Heart Away. So that's going to be 11 tricks and 1 imp 2 East West.
Because their teammates came in with the 12 tricks. So
Yeah.
they didn't get a club lead a trick 1. That seems unusual because you can't, that's the only way that you make 12, isn't it? It's not getting the club lead.
If it was played the same way around, probably not a club lead, and you need a bit more than that because you have to be able to set up another trick. So, yeah, I'm not sure if there was bidding. We can have a look.
We're
West
about
has
to
got
find
a
out sorry to interrupt.
yeah. West has got a 20 count here. Is this a Tuno Trump in Fantoon?
I think so, but it depends what version. Okay, so it isn't. The reason I say that is that I remember that playing Fantoni Nunes a long time ago when they were still allowed to play. They lost a swing to us because they opened a club with a Tuno Trump opener and it allowed the opponents in. My recollection, but it could be wrong, and someone in the stream might know, is that as a result of that, they actually changed and started playing a natural Tuno Trump opener and took it out of their one club. But I may have misremembered that. And obviously, people tweak their own versions of stuff as well. And it wouldn't surprise me if East West are playing Tuno Trumps as some sort of germ warfare, like the miners or something. Wouldn't surprise me.
West bid clubs on 3. Club was led. Okay, thank you. Is this transfers over a club in action?
Yeah.
I would think so, yeah. And East has to respond, so this does not promise any values. West could have a 26 count, so East can't pass.
So the hand is unlimited. There's no
Literally unlimited, yeah.
Okay.
It's not artificial, so it's not like a strong club.
Okay.
as in the hand would have to be balanced or contain clubs, but it is unlimited. Could be a 30 count. I'm not sure what 2 hearts is. We can see looking at their hand that it's a 20 count, so it's 18 to 23 hearts. Okay, so they play obviously a very unusual system.
Yeah, you need a bunch of system if you're going to have the starting bids like this to untangle all the different hands you can have.
So Super Cooper says that they were 2-no trumps is 21-22. So basically, West just didn't quite have enough, apparently.
Yeah.
They're in a
Okay.
odd range now because 18 to 20 opposite a very soft 5
Yeah.
and a 4-3 heart fit. Maybe East is going to take a low road here.
I think you make a very good point. And
It's a bit
also,
quacky.
and and spades haven't been found yet. And East, as you rightly say, may think we don't even have a game.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
hand is limited now with this bid showing 18 to 20. You've got to.
It's a funny thing with point ranges when they get higher than about 15, 16. If someone gave me a point range of 18 to 20, I would put a huge bet on it being 18 or 19 as opposed to 20 as well. The further you get from 10, the more skewed it gets. So the average amount of points you have in 18 to 20 is like 18 and a little bit.
So one club is clubs, 15 to 20 balanced or 23 plus balanced. Thank you for clarifying that, Super Cooper.
Yeah, I mean, you could use all the information you've got here and quite happily pass and think you've done well.
Yeah.
There you go. That's exactly what's happened.
And in the other room,
ranges are funny.
probably just went 2-no trumps, Stamen, 3 spades, 4 spades, and it didn't occur to them that there could be a swing. Not that 4 spades, let's be fair, it's not as if 4 spades is like some claim. You know, there's a few finesses to take. There's a spade finesse, a heart finesse, a dime finesse, and a club finesse. But it's a normal game, 25 high, 4-4 fit. You want to be in it.
And you want to be in it, as you say, you're vulnerable, and there's the game bonus when you're red, and yeah, you want to be in it. That's the point of teams, is looking for. But you feel like if your system's given you that information, you want to be out of it. So
yeah. So this was basically a bit of a quirk of ranges. I think also slightly random, but as we can see, just imagine if West's majors had just been reversed, then they would have picked up a 4-4 heart fit straight away, and I'm sure West would have shown 18 to 20 with 4 hearts or something. East would have made a move and they'd be in game.
yeah.
But by some quirk, because they didn't locate their spade fit immediately, East went low, and I'm not sure even really East went low. I just think the pass was reasonable. I think,
I wonder what in their system after the 2 hearts, showing 18 to 20 and 3 hearts, I wonder what 2 spades would have been. Do you reckon it shows a bigger point count or something? So she couldn't.
my guess is, I'm just completely guessing. I haven't seen their system. My guess is that 2 spades, just because people who play these type of systems, is probably some kind of a relay, but it might just be natural and forward going. I don't know.
Oh, we're going to the Oracle. They're all bridge books back there, every single one of them. What have you got here? Fantoons revealed.
Aha.
Okay, get into it. We want
Fantoons Revealed is an excellent name for a book, but it's nothing. It's breaking down the system. It's not anything else.
it's not exposing a cheat.
Not exposing anything.
These 2-point ranges
2012.
are a problem. They're okay when you're opening 1-no trump, 12, 14, 15, 17, all that, because you've got the room to invite. You've got that little 2-level space. But when you have a 2-point range at the 2 level, it's not so easy. I mean, that's why you tend to see, when I started playing, 20 to 22 was a very common range for 2-no in England. In fact, it's still the standard range. But I noticed more and more as I played high level internationally that very few people play a 2-point range 2-no trump. They play, something like 21-22 or 20-21. And I do think that at the 2 level, a 2-point range is awkward. For example, had West rebid 1 heart here showing 18 to 20 balanced, you can see East then has comfortable room and can get out the 2 level and invite. But when you're already at the 2 level, I think that is an awkward thing about the range. And someone here is making, Super Cooper has made the point that, who presumably played this system, that he played 2 hearts as, I don't know who Super Cooper is, sorry, he or she.
Let's call him Chris.
Okay, so is that Chris Cooper?
No.
Okay,
No.
because it's called Super Cooper. That's
It's
confusing.
an American Chris.
Okay.
Razin is a
Okay.
Mario
So,
fanatic.
so Chris was just saying that he plays the 2-heart bid as 19 to 20 here. So it's easier to move, and that he played the 1 no trump rebid as the 15 to 18, which is actually a 3-point range. But again, because it's at the 1 level, it might well be manageable.
Yeah, so in chat,
Oh, it's Ryan oh, sorry, he's put his name. So he's put his name, Ryan. There we are, Ryan Stevenson. Okay, yeah, obviously I know him. What?
That's the original from the book as well, is that 1 no
Ryan
is 15,
Stevenson.
18, not 4 hearts. And
You said he was
2 hearts
American.
is 19,
Okay.
20.
oh no, I am in the shambles. I thought it was Razin. I thought it was Razin Cooper. Super Cooper is not Razin
on track
Cooper.
now.
Hi, Ryan.
Oh my god, I'd have a sad trombone on my sound deck right now. Wah, wah,
Ryan,
wah.
he's one of us.
He's one of you. Sorry.
He's one of me, yeah.
Sorry that he's one of you. Brad has doxed him. Look, if he, Brad has doxed himself, by the way. If he is a.
So in answer, though, to the question, V8, 2 spades in that sequence would have been a puppet to 2 no trumps. It doesn't show spades. It says bid no trumps because that's where we're going. There's a way of showing spades. You have to do it via a game force, though, which is 3 hearts transfer to spades.
So there's no way it's not game forcing.
So
No, basically over 18 to 20, you game force with nearly everything and you pass with the rest. And they just
That's
move
interesting
on.
because you had to respond. It wasn't like you had the choice of whether you responded or not to the opening bid. So it's like,
well, think
interesting.
of it as sort of they've opened an 1820 bid at the 2 level with a little bit of information that they're balanced and have got 3-card support. And now you don't have an invite. You just have to decide whether you play there or you play game. And that's the problem with this 2-point range when you're at that level, because you do need to invite opposite a 2-point range. It does happen. We've just seen it.
Yeah.
So I'm not here taking their system apart. There's got loads of areas where they win points, but this is one of the areas which, and I'm sure they're aware of it, that can be problematic.
Yeah, all systems have a hole in holes in. So,
Right.
Yeah. You pick your
Now we have
holes.
this 1 heart opening, which
Interesting.
is typically showing hearts and 14 or more points. All their 1 level openings show 14 or more points. But as David said, if you have both majors, you don't want to have to show it at the 2 level because that's quite awkward. So it could be 11 to 14 with
A Flannery type bid.
as it turns out, Flannery. But if it had been a
Yes.
spade opening, I think that would show spades and hearts 11.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason for that is that when they open 2 hearts, which is again a bit high, it just denies 4 spades, so they don't have to worry about that. It has some other shapes. It promises, I think 2 heart openers, a 6-card suit. If it's a 5-card suit, then it promises a 2nd suit and a singleton, but not spades. Okay, so South has got in with the Michaels. North is going to be 2 spades. And what's East going to do? They got a lot of points. Are they going to double or just think, well, I've got an 18 count, but I've got nowhere to go?
I feel like in a lot of these systems, if you have significantly more, like an ace or so more than you might, no, nothing. I take it all back.
I think it's an easy,
good. The
I
hand
actually think it's an easy pass in their system, though, because they've already shown 14 plus, and they're not going to have spades here. Partner's going to kind of know they don't have spades, so they definitely got 14 plus, and it really is not. It's a bad 18. What, you know, you've got King Queen Doubleton in one of the opponent's suits. One of your minors is their minor. One of your, you know, fragments. So I think in their system that I would pass. If I was playing natural, I would be much more scared about passing though with East, where I could have a, you know, 11 or 12 count. Now, does South move? Does South do something here? Pretty good
Yeah,
hand.
because South's got that awkward point range where I like 11 to 15 that you don't open, you don't do a Michaels. It's got to be less than that or more than that, because moving means you've got, you know, 16 plus for me. So it's interesting that some people do a Michaels when they've got that middling range, 11 to 15. I prefer to just overcall the suit and then show the 2nd suit.
Yeah,
I would overcall 1 spade and then bid clubs if I had to. So
when I
what do you think
started,
about the range?
when I started, everyone, certainly in England, used to talk about this having a good or bad hand and not a middle hand when you Michaels. But certainly I can tell you at top level that people just Michaels on the whole lot. and don't really worry too much about range.
And how do you know when to move then? Like, how do you know?
It is
you can't-
awkward, and I've seen people
There's
sometimes.
a convention Vanessa doesn't play, which is called Judgment. She doesn't really use that one. That's the middle range.
Look, it is it is difficult, but it seems to be okay. It's also a problem when you overcall one spade. I mean, it goes a heart, a spade, 4 hearts, and I mean, are you really going to bid 5 clubs on the next round? I mean, there are just lots of awkward auctions for a spade. I definitely would Michaels on this hand, and over 2 spades. South is on the cusp. Ace Queen of clubs over the opening bidder. You think, well, the finesse is probably on side. I don't know really why North passed 3
I
clubs.
don't know why North didn't go back to the spades.
I
guess she thought maybe it was a 6-5.
Yeah.
Possibly worried that heart leads would be forcing the South hand. Having more trumps might have been good. Maybe she was scared of getting doubled. Maybe she didn't want to play it. Like, there's lots of reasons.
Yeah, there are definitely reasons.
Slow marksman down.
Yep.
The thing
Maybe
is,
she wanted to go get a coffee. There's so many reasons to be dummy.
I mean,
Maybe there's a nice green van out the front, and she's run out there.
why do you think South bid 3 clubs as opposed to some other sort of game try?
Yeah. I guess it's just to show what the second suit is in case there was any doubt. Whether
that's what I think.
An extra club or not is a question.
I think that was Kai's thinking as well. He was thinking, oh, well, I should tell partner my other suit. And it seems like Tracy has interpreted it as a 6-card suit. Otherwise, she would never have passed it.
True. I would be, now I know what the second suit is. I would be pretty, I would come in as West with my diamonds over the 3 clubs. Partner
Really?
opened. Yes.
I told you that V8 doesn't really play Judgment. She just plays
I mean,
fives.
partner open, but I mean, you've got a singleton in their suit. You really don't know that you have a fit. I mean, North could have
But
2 spades.
you got this long diamonds. Yeah. Diamond suit the partner doesn't know about.
I know.
And you're not walking into a trap. So
it looks like the opponents are about to get to 3 spades. You're not really stopping them, and you don't really have anything.
yeah, you make a good point there. They could go back to spades if you bid diamonds. That's true.
You probably don't get as many under tricks in freely bid part scores as V8 does, David.
Well, I mean, I go down a lot, but this is, and I'm a great. I like to fight for the part score. I tell you that, but this, yeah, is a little bit much for me. So what's actually
you get to 3 diamonds somehow?
Yeah, well, they obviously got there in the other room, but we don't really know. Lots of things could have happened. What's actually happening to 3 clubs?
Well, you haven't got many entries to your hand to even finesse the club. You've got to see you can just rough a spade. No, you can't rough a spade. You had 5-3. No, it's awful.
It's certainly going to be a swing to east-west, which is, from an impartial perspective, is kind of what we want, right? Because we want more boards, don't we? I think so.
Absolutely.
We need some beer cards. We want beer card pressure.
We want this to be close after 10 boards, don't we? So that we get more boards.
Definitely.
The auction in the other room, which has just been shared with us by Brad, if I recall, was 1 heart, 2 hearts Michaels, passed 2 spades. East did double, playing a natural system, and West bid 3 diamonds, and everyone passed. Thank you for that. So what's going on here? And they're still going to lose. Well, it's probably going a couple off, is it? Something like that.
So it's looking like a 7 or something back.
Not as they're vulnerable, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You can't get a beer card if you declare.
That's very true. That's very true.
Okay, well, I don't know all the rules of beer cards clearly.
Well, the English rules are the English rules, if you know them, are not what we're doing here, because the English rules are very.
I don't know the English or any other.
So okay, basically, if you make your contract and the diamonds is not the trumps, if you make your contract and you win your last trick with the 7 of diamonds, then you have scored a beer card. If you set your opponent's contract and your setting trick and the last card played was the 7 of diamonds, so you've defeated them and your last card is the 7 of diamonds, as defender, you've scored a defensive beer, which is worth 2. In England, it's a bit. They don't really like beer cards that much. You have to have. Well, in the sense that you can only get a beer card if you can't get over tricks. You have to make the contract on the nose to make the beer card.
Oh, you have to make it on the nose as well.
And you
Oh.
can't throw a couple of tricks to make the beer card.
Oh,
You can't
okay.
get it that way. So we're a bit more free with that. But in fact, I think in New Zealand, it can be the trump suit to get the beer card. So
Really good defense here, by the way, just while we were.
Yes, so I've forgotten your name. Ryan. Ryan says, nice defense again. That's good. So we've got the rest of the tricks coming, but they've taken it down 2.
Down 2, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
they're taking it in
250. Sounds like 7, is it?
Ewan is saying that the club exit by Dido was not best, but I think Dido was M played. Had she played a diamond, then Tracy would have been in hand anyway. Yeah, for club finesse. So down 2, 6 imps. So that tightens the match up.
Yes.
There's only a margin of 5.
5.
So
All tied up.
It's all tied up.
remember that after 10 boards, they need to win by more than 6 imps. Sorry, a team needs to win by more than 6.
Any team.
So this is going to be probably then a week no trump opening. Is that what they do with 11, or do you need 12?
I suspect that they need 12 or really like close to that when they're vulnerable. And
When
we
I
can see
when
that.
I learned, I was always sort of told ace ace king is 12, if the ace and the king are together, especially. So even playing a more conservative opening, I probably would open east.
So I don't normally open just ace king ace balanced only personally. My reason is that it doesn't help me that much when partner drives to 3-0 with a 12 count. I've got 23 high. This particular hand I quite like, and if I could open a diamond, I might. I wouldn't open it and no
I
trump.
struggle to pass with 2 aces. I struggle. If I've got 2 aces, I've got to find a way to open. I would have opened a diamond, yeah.
If I could do that, I would. But if I have to open a no trump, wrong siding with my 2 small, I'm going to get to 3-0 with opposite 12 or possibly 13. I personally wouldn't, but obviously most of the world is opening that hand nowadays.
So as Ewan points out, Steve's team is winning the BAM right now.
So there is something interesting in the bidding here. A heart, a spade, past 2 clubs. So certainly in England, it would be most common to raise to 2 spades. I know this, it depends what part of the world you're in. I thought in America that 2 spades was the standard bid with that shape and range as well.
Yeah, it's relatively common in Australia to raise on 3. V8 especially, though, has a medical condition where she's allergic to 4-3 fits. So I'm not allowed to raise spades.
Okay.
Playing with her. But with a lot of people, I would raise to 2 spades here. Minimum hand, 3 trumps, a singleton. It's probably where we're going.
Yeah. And also North, Tracy, I think it would be more common as well to give preference. Oh, they did give preference to 2 hearts. I'm sorry.
Yep. Over 2 clubs, North bid 2 hearts.
I can see that, yeah. Which is why they're on the left. Okay. So Dido's led a trump.
I'm trying to work out how they got to 1 no trump at the other table. What?
At that table, East opened a diamond.
Oh, of course, yes, the diamond.
South overcalled a heart. If I've ever got ace, king, queen, jack, and another, and I overcall the suit, I don't expect my opponents to play no trumps. But West fessed up that their 9-4 was probably a stopper, and so they bid 1 no trump. There's a great system over a heart overcall, which I call optimal spade. People play it, but not necessarily with a name. where you can show a responding hand that doesn't have spades without committing to no trumps. You can show spades and show not spades at the same time. But yeah, West
because of
10
this
points.
situation, because you got responding points, but you should technically bid 1 no trump, but you haven't actually got a stopper. This is the situation.
You don't want your stat sheet to have a negative on your side, so you make partner play it. It's great. One no trump did drift down because they lost a whole bunch of hearts and they didn't quite have enough steam. 4 diamonds and 2 aces, and the club finesse didn't work.
Yeah, although 1 no is very close to.
I can't see how it.
You take your 5 hearts. Okay, there's probably.
Maybe you come out a spade after you take your 5 hearts.
Yeah, but remember that they've got 6 top tricks. So if you play a spade and they just play a spade back, that's 7. Okay, you have to find some discards here.
Yeah.
I haven't thought too hard about the discards. I haven't. Oh, actually, West only has to find 1 discard. But it's not immediately obvious that 1 no absolutely has to fail.
Yeah.
So what's happening to this contract? The cards lay pretty well. Ace of clubs on side and the club's breaking. So you've sort of got 5 heart tricks, 2 club tricks, and a spade is 8. But the problem is you're getting forced in diamonds, aren't you? Running out of steam. So you're probably never going to get that long club. In fact, Declarer here, Kai, sorry, hasn't even roughed the diamond. He's just thrown the long club. He's probably going to go 1 down.
Yeah. Does he throw another club here?
Not enjoying this, is he?
No.
What's happened? Hang on, what's happened in spades here? Why is the ace of spades gone? Oh, I see. Sorry. He won the 10 of hearts lead and he very cleverly played a low spade, and East was scared of a singleton queen and she flew in with the ace of spades. So I completely wasn't paying attention to that. So he's actually got 2 spade tricks.
Oh, I think West is going to be. Oh no, not end played. But West is going to get. Well, there's only 1 more trick coming now, isn't there? To East West, which will be the ace of clubs.
He's making it. Yeah, I hadn't. I was busy kind of playing it out from trick 1 without noticing that East had gone in with the ace of spades.
This is a little bit scary because he's got to draw the last trump and then play.
It's a slight guess because when he draws the last trump, he could decide to throw a club from dummy, hoping the spades break. That's not going to work.
Aren't you sure that East probably has the ace? East opened.
East did not open.
East did not open at the. East didn't at this table. Well, then if you counted the points,
then he knows that the ace of clubs is on side.
He has to know the ace of clubs is on side.
Yeah. But if he, for some reason, nerves or something get the better of him and he decides that he has whatever, misses that point, he could throw a club from the dummy playing for the spades 3-3 and go down. But it looks like he's kind of checking the maths now. He's probably even double checking in his head that there's a heart out there. Remember, he's commentating at the same time as this as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's not so easy. Yeah, that's a tough at trick 2 for East, as Super Cooper Ryan points out. She had to sort of work out whether she should go in with the ace of spades. It was a good play by Kai, the spade at trick 2.
I feel with this long pause, he's counting out what he's seen, the ace, and the king, and knowing that East didn't open. I feel that is what's going on here. I don't think he's got his fit little finger in the air seeing which way the wind's blowing. I think he is working out what he's seeing.
Yeah, well,
because this is long enough for that to be happening.
I mean, even just double checking. I mean, we've all been there where it's like your brain suddenly have a bit of blockage, especially if you're doing something else like he is. He's commentating, and you're like, "What have I seen here?" Like, because obviously, if he's just got clarity and he's seen ace, king, ace with East, he's in no doubt where the ace of clubs is. The fact that he's thinking, other than a possible glitch, does suggest he's slightly lost his way. He may even
Sometimes,
be checking there's a trump out.
yeah. Sometimes you say to yourself as well, at the start of the hand, if spades are 3-3, I can do this, that, or the other. And you get fixated on that.
And
maybe
there
that's
we go.
Yeah,
Whereas
okay.
what-
So he's actually think long, think wrong, as Mr. ATC often says.
Maybe he thought one way to win would be spades 3-3 and didn't then take another line into play, which is the ace of clubs on side.
Yeah.
Alas.
Alas. Maybe he's gone to get more hummus. Yes. Well, if he's gone to get more hummus, then that's on him then. We all know I hate hummus as much as Moisians. And jazz and BBO sound effects.
But crucially, the match really tightened up there.
Really is. It could go either way now.
East West, the other table, had a bit of an adventure by the looks.
Didn't they
it was an
ever?
adventure, but it's not that bad. I mean, North South make 650 in hearts.
Uh-huh.
So 800 is not a disaster. I mean, that's 4 imps against 650. So it's actually not a disastrous result.
I think it is.
You think it is?
I think it is. I never think that 800 feels good ever. A 500, I'm like, yes, whatever. But even 500 against a 420, I'm fine. But 800 always stings, although I normally go for 11,000. But 800 does sting for me because I don't know. I feel the gap's too big.
Talking of ace-ace-king openings, David, South has one ace-ace-king. This time the ace and king aren't connected. The ace is a stiff ace, but they do have, South has 4-4 in the majors. Would you open this one at diamond if that was in the option?
So this one is different because, I mean, what I was talking about, the ace-ace-king, and I don't know if I was clear, it was a balanced hand where I'm going to rebid one with trump and I'm going to get raised to 3 with 12.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
With an unbalanced hand, here, for example, it's close for me. I probably would pass this, actually, being very honest with you.
But people often say 4-4 ones are the worst shape. Why is that?
Well, you don't have. Well, it's nicer when you have a 5-card suit somewhere. Is a very simple way of putting it. I don't know if 4-4-1 is the worst shape, and I do hear people say that. But it's obviously nice if you're unbalanced. I would much more rather be 5-4-3-1 than have a 5-card suit. Here, most of the world would open, and opening is more than fine. Very likely partner will respond in a major, and you'll be fine. So I don't mind opening.
Why is South passing? Why is South passing?
Well,
maybe regrets having opened 11.
Yeah, he's passing.
Boned yourself.
11. He should bid 3 hearts. You are correct, but he's passed because he has 11. I'm sure. And he's probably slightly beating himself up about the last hand. And to his surprise, Tracy, has actually bid 3 hearts. And is going to buy a very, very good dummy. And this is going to be it should be a quick hand.
I might have made a slam try after passing 2 spades and then partner bid 3 hearts.
Yeah.
I might have given a courtesy cue along the way or something. A strange hand evaluation. Not worth competing for a part score, but if you're going to compete for a part score, I'll look for a slam.
Yeah.
Is it a courtesy cue? You haven't shown your fit. Or you haven't shown your outfit.
I mean, you
I
can't
would have
really
been
make
3 spades cue raise, unequivocally showing a fit.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Just have a 2-suiter.
I'm not sure what 3 spades even means. Is it definitely like a
delayed slam try?
A DST?
Yeah. I might not have risked a 4-club control because that might have led me to playing in a 3-1 fit. But...
Yeah, I think you've done that a few times. You've played in a few 3-1 fits, not a fit.
Yeah, I have sympathy at the other table. South didn't open this 11. West opened clubs, and then East bid spades and spades, and then it became a contested auction, and then North South got to 4 hearts, and East West bid to 4 spades. I have some sympathy.
By the way, 4 spades isn't terrible, East West. I mean, it could make. Not here,
absolutely.
But I mean, if there's ace-1 club on side, and even as it was with the clubs not breaking and the spades 4-1, probably with a bit of better guessing, it's certainly not 800.
Yeah, we could have swapped the ace and queen of diamonds, and all of a sudden we don't lose 2 of them. We got roughed in clubs. We didn't have to get that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with the side club fit, I mean, it's not difficult to see on a very good day, which is ace of clubs on side, clubs 2-2. You're already almost home in 4 spades.
Yeah,
or
down
some
3 seems a bit
position.
harsh.
Yeah, well, they probably misguessed diamonds, and the problem is you're getting forced, aren't you? Spades are 4-1, and
Mm.
if you get anything wrong here, you're running into big trouble because you can't use your sort of long winners.
It's a misguess diamonds, don't you? Didn't as a king jack guess, which we all hate, but wouldn't you assume that maybe South didn't open at the other table? Because
They
otherwise you would
apparently
think
didn't
South. Okay, because
Yeah,
otherwise
that's
you would think that South had the ace, and
Yeah,
then
they
you get that
kind of
right.
didn't misguess diamonds. They got tapped. They
just got
got a
tapped.
heart lead every time they lost the lead.
Mm.
They tried to draw trumps, which turned out quite poorly because they had to ruff another heart. So once they ruffed twice, they're down to even, and then they had to lose the ace of clubs and the queen of clubs, and then the ace of diamonds. And
Yeah.
So they basically made 6 spade tricks and one of the kings. That's it.
Mm. So if they got the king jack guess right, they would be.
they didn't get it wrong.
Oh, they didn't get it wrong.
There was only really one round of diamonds in the whole game.
Oh, okay.
I think what happened is they played on clubs, but they basically
Yeah,
got 6
makes
spades
sense.
in the club
Mm.
because they ran out of steam. Yeah, the North South have got a lot of heart winners once there are no trumps left.
So this is the pendulum swinging now because this is going to be.
It's only 4,
And
Yeah, but
everyone
then
was
is
winning.
but it is a
Oh.
new a new leader, isn't it?
a new
A new-
leader,
a
but
new
still a
tie.
push.
a new tie.
A new tie leader. Yeah.
We're still on target for extra boards.
I like
at
it.
the moment.
Steve is definitely winning the BAM. Let's just say.
Yeah. So what have we got going on here?
The other table looks like they played in 3 no trumps, with no diamond stopper and the ace of spades against them. So they conceivably lost 4 diamond tricks and the ace of spades.
Yeah, well, it probably went a spade, a no trump. I mean, and South bid 2 or 3 no trumps, and North accepted. I mean, North's got a nice 8 count.
Yeah, at the other table, South bid to 3. West found a cheeky, maybe not everyone's cup of tea, double of 1 spade as a passed hand.
Yeah, it wouldn't be my cup of tea or coffee or anything, but this is, by the way, very dangerous. You could definitely, I mean, East has to lead a diamond here. And not only that, after the diamond lead, they will need to cash the ace of spades as well, although that would probably become apparent. Because as we can see, North-South have got 5 club tricks and 4 heart tricks. So they have got 9 tricks. So this is extremely dangerous territory for East-West, I would say.
I mean, South is going to be 2 no trumps invitational here. This should show 18, 19.
Yeah.
And North really has 8, so has to accept.
Good 8, easy. Will definitely
Very
accept.
good 8.
And now, I mean, you know, what does East lead? I mean, is it obvious to lead a diamond? I mean, East could
Great
think,
question. What the hell does East lead?
what are you meant to lead with East? You know, there are people who would say, I don't like leading of ace to 4, so I'll lead a club. There are people who go, oh, I'll try and hit partner and I'll lead a heart. And there are people who say, I lead 4th best from my longest and strongest and I'll lead a diamond. And it's the diamond lead that is necessary. You could still screw it up after a diamond lead, but probably won't.
At the other table, the diamonds specifically went 2 to the queen, small back to the ace, and then East led the 9 on the 3rd round, 10 king, which left West on lead on the 4th round with the 8 of diamonds, and so West was the one
Cash
Yeah,
setting
holding
trick.
the setting trick.
Yeah, that was smart. So West would lay it down. But even if they didn't, North would have to pitch 2 spades on the 3rd and the 4th round of diamonds to retain 9 winners. And
Yeah.
that would telegraph it if everybody's kind of paying attention.
If South has the ace of spades, though, they might throw away that.
Well, we can see the South hand in the dummy.
That's
so-
true. Sorry.
And
Sorry.
North
I
is
take it
throwing
back.
away 2 spades. And there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, heart
There's a heart
lead.
lead. It's a heart lead. As I say, there are different schools of thought. I mean, I wouldn't have led a heart, but you know, I know extremely good players that would.
I have sympathy for heart lead. I'm not a big fan
Yeah.
of leading ace to 4. It doesn't necessarily set you up a trick, even if it hits something good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that ace as an entry. You have only got the 5 points. If the opponents have a game and you've got 5, partners the stronger hand, maybe they have something better than you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the truth is that in these situations, it's very hard to know as human beings what the best lead is. I mean, only very kind of advanced computers with good parameters really know.
They don't even know, they just guess a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't believe in any of these rollouts yet, these simulations. I don't believe in these opening lead simulations yet. But I do think that at some point, when there's enough of the technology as advanced, someone's put some money into it, that they probably will be able to tell us better. So this is just an unfortunate lead. So this is, how much is this?
This is going to be a
450.
game
Yeah,
to,
9.
to North
I'm
South.
terrible. I know it's 9 or 10 imps, but I don't know which one. I'm not very good with the imp scale.
So one that V8 knows
I only
only
know
by heart
one.
is anything that starts with a 500.
Is
So
11.
599 is 11. So once you learn that one, you can kind of just guess that 450 must
Right.
be pretty close, maybe 10.
Well, I know it's 9 or 10. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you know all the 11s, all the 500s are 11, then 450 must be 10.
All the 500s are 11 is actually a very helpful thing to remember.
Yeah. There's a beautiful little bracket there. After that, they jump around, eschewing centuries in both directions.
Yeah, we've got a point being made. I wouldn't lead a heart because the partner would have opened a week 2. But yeah, they don't
More
play.
importantly, we have a
We have
real winner now.
We have
We're at 7.
A
We're
spicy board here.
we're at a
too.
win of 7. We're not tied up anymore. This is the
And
first
not only
time.
that, this could be, oh dear, look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Now, I think here the
Look at that
double was
result in the other
intended as a lightener double, asking for a rough, but a heart wasn't led at the other table.
Yeah.
I think on a heart lead, if East leads a heart, West gets to trumpet, and then the play goes on. And I feel a little bit like North-South are still going to have to lose another heart trick.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
For
on a
sure,
heart
totally.
lead, even though it's awkward to lead away from a king and so on, where East could lead a heart, give partner a rough, and still wait for their king and defeat the slam by 1.
Yeah.
Well,
This
like a
is-
double says, I could rough something. So surely you would lead your six card suit.
Sometimes if you have a very good holding in that suit, you think to yourself, don't worry, partner, you have the void, I can get the tricks. But here they don't have 2 tricks, they only have 1. So it was necessary.
Yeah, I mean this is likely to decide the match. This board, you would think, if they are unable to flatten more or less the result from the other room. North-South is already 7 ahead. There's this board and the next one. So if they pick up a big swing here,
What is the swing? 6 making not vulnerable is
6 spade, 12-10 is it?
is
Something like that?
980. So that's well, they're 7 ahead at
Doubled.
the moment.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah. What is the doubled difference though?
I think it's 12-10. Is that right?
Yeah.
6 spades doubled.
Doesn't that just tie the match up again?
Yeah, the imps will be going to East-West if we get to 6 spades undoubled.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm so dyslexic. Hang on.
Oh, you should have
Who's
told
got the
me.
good result here?
Not Kai,
North-South
not Marksman.
at the other table, so bridging with Steve.
Yeah,
The East-West pair have a good result.
Basically,
At our table.
you should probably ignore most of the stuff I say.
Only when it comes to the scoring, apparently, and the imping. But
Uh,
otherwise,
not
it's
even
gold.
that.
Everything you say is gold, literally.
Yeah, I'm very dyslexic as to who's east, west, north, south. Right. Okay. So sorry. Yeah, you're right. Well, I'm talking nonsense.
It's usually me, so
yeah.
I know what that feels
So-
like.
There's gonna probably be a big swing here.
At the other
to-
table, South
East-West.
started with a
Yeah,
splinter
correct.
of 4 clubs,
Yeah.
which got North a bit excited. Here, South started with a game forcing 2-no trumps showing 4 spades, but nothing about shape. And North is a little less excited with Queen 3rd club, with West having big clubs. So they haven't even done anything cooperative. They could have possibly QB'd 4 diamonds or 4 hearts. They could have passed if in a game force you're allowed to pass if you want. Not in pass out seat. So we'll have to see if Kai makes another move. He's got a good hand.
What do you think about Jacoby versus Splinter in this situation?
I would definitely Splinter. Personally, I mean, for me, I would definitely Splinter. Particularly, some people play 4 clubs directly. He's even a void. I don't know what they play. So then it would be really, really clear. But I personally would Splinter. But it's possible that their system doesn't allow them to because the hand could be too strong. I don't know what their restrictions are.
At the other table, they splintered 4 clubs and wrote void ? So that's a fairly good system.
And wrote what, Scissors?
Void ?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do I have a void? Yeah. I assume basically he thought they probably did play it as a void, but wasn't certain. I mean, in England, it normally shows a void.
Ah, I see.
Because 1 spade, 3 no trumps is very commonly played as like any singleton. That's just a very common way of playing in England.
There's a chart here, Marksman's walking the dog. Sometimes if you ask for key cards, it denies having a void because the answer to key card doesn't always tell you what you want.
Void would.
So if you do ask for key cards with a void, sometimes the opponents think you've gone off the rails. It applies especially when they have 2 key cards themselves, the defenders. But yeah,
I think he's
win.
I think he's gambled that his partner will have the right aces because of the 4 club bit, basically. And that's what I'm thinking.
Now, West has just been asked if they could lead a heart against the final contract. So West, first of all, was panicking about looking for a heart. But then West will be probably relieved that they're not going to be on opening lead. So
this might make South think that North has got the ace of clubs and not the ace of hearts.
Yeah, this is super interesting. Obviously, North-South kind of need to get to a slam to be in the game to flatten the result at the other table. Then West really does need to make a light and a double because they're just not going to get a heart lead if they don't very often, because unless East has got some heart sequence that they're able to lead from. And then if West does make a light and a double, then Lily in East really should, in my opinion, lead a heart. I think it would be
if you double 5 hearts in this auction, David, realizing that you're on lead because it seems like they're going to play in spades, and then your partner doubles at the end, does that say don't lead a heart because a heart would be the expected lead?
So for me, doubling 5 hearts when I'm on lead is basically a psych. It's just a psych. So it doesn't mean anything. That's what it means to me. I mean, it's literally I'm trying to put them on.
Does that mean though that the double at the end has an influence over that, or does
not really for me? A double of a slam,
one double doesn't mean anything.
Double of a slam is always a lightener for me, and obviously looking at the East hand, partner's made a light and a double, so a club is out. So this has talked them out of a slam anyway. So there's a big swing. So for me, it's definitely a light and a double. I would be thinking partner's most likely going to be void in hearts. I've got 6 of them. But also if partner's void in diamonds, they've got a 9-card diamond fit. I may well have 2 diamond tricks anyway. So I've got that as backup.
One thing we skipped over the ending here very, very slightly is that after the 5 hearts got doubled, there's a chance that South, holding Jack to 3 hearts, was now scared that the hearts might be like ace and king or something, and that the hearts would be defeating them off the top. What you could do, or what South could have done, is not signed off in 5 spades, but pass the double of 5 hearts to say, I don't know what's going on. And then if North redoubles, it says, I have the ace of hearts. They can't take the first 2 tricks. And then maybe South would get back on board. I mean, South had a somewhat sketchy slam try anyway with 3 low hearts and those diamonds. But that would be a way for South to know that hearts weren't the big problem, that perhaps he did think they were a big problem.
Yeah, that's a really good point. That's what I do in those situations. Pass says A, I'm worried about the suit they've doubled.
Yep. And
By
I
the
think
way,
if anyone ever plays against David Gold, you have to do this because apparently his doubles are always a psych when he's on lead. So
but
you have to
look
be
at
able
it
to
here.
reveal the psych.
East doubled, I think, just as a reflex, is my guess. Oh, I've got the hearts. But let's just imagine that East made a psychic double. It's worked.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
You know, they're kind of free
Yeah,
shots.
I think the error here is the sign off. I think you're better off passing. So I don't know what to do now.
Definitely,
about hearts.
definitely pass. As William pointed out, the problem is that it's been a sketchy slam try in the first place.
Yeah,
Like
South
he
didn't
really
really
had
have
no
the
idea.
strength or the tricks.
He had no idea that his ace to four was opposite a singleton, for example. It
Yeah.
could just been opposite a doubleton. So
If I was declarer on this trick in a face-to-face game, I would play a heart to the jack, and I would turn to West and say, "You can have your king of hearts," knowing that David didn't have it. But they've got the rest of the tricks now.
I certainly wouldn't be. I mean, I certainly would not have the king of hearts to double on this auction. I mean, I'm just telling the opponents where. If I'm truthful, all I'm doing is telling them where a card is.
We saw an excellent lead directing double in a recent event where the person who doubled had Queen 10 to 5, and it was enough to put the opponents off. They couldn't quite diagnose that they had the right things all around.
So it's the last board of the match, 10 boards, and we are back within the 7 again.
Well, the match is tied up at the moment.
It's tied up again at 5. This is a very important board. Now, nobody's got any beer cards yet that I'm aware of.
The other table played an unusual contract of 4 clubs north-south.
Okay, so
that's a terrible contract.
It was a contested auction where it was diamonds versus clubs, and they fought all the way to the 4 level.
So if Tracy and Kai can bid to 5 clubs, that will give them. Oh, hang on.
No, they're losing by 5.
North-south need to get 13 imps. No, 5 and 7.
I think that's 12, isn't it?
13. 7. Yeah, 12 would be enough.
So they'll get 12. Is it 12?
What about if they're just in game?
Less 600. Hang on, no, it's not 12.
It's not 12.
It's not. It's 450. It's the difference between 600 and 150 is only 450.
Yep.
We know
North-south need to get 750 plus points.
They're not likely to get that.
So we're going to get 2 more boards.
We're going to get 2 more boards, people, unless something very strange happens.
What is 5
hang on
clubs
a minute. Yeah,
doubled?
That's
5 clubs
750.
doubled?
750.
Hi, Tracy.
There's a slight spoiler because some of the players are coming into
this is a bit of a spoiler because we were wondering if there were going to be more boards, and you've come in, and now you can't tell us. Hey, no spoilers here. We're on board 10.
5 clubs doubled is 750. That would get the win, I think.
Yes, that's the only way to keep us to 4 boards is the 5 clubs doubled. Now, they are 15 minutes ahead, so the fact that the players have come in doesn't tell us anything at this point because they could have come in 15 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. So I feel that there's 2 more boards to be played.
No, I see. So it is a spoiler now.
There's a chance that North-south had a misunderstanding about the meaning of this double. It went club, a diamond, a spade by North. Over the 3 diamonds, South doubled, which interestingly for you and I, V8 is takeout, but you sometimes think it's a support double, which sounds a little bit like what has happened here.
No,
because
only
North,
sometimes.
their 5-card suit has bid to 4 spades, violating one of Burns' laws of bridge.
Yes, Burns' law violation when the opponents have more trumps than you do.
Yeah.
Declarer.
So we can see that. Well, this isn't going to be a success. So we can sort of see which team's going to win, right?
If East-West get 2 or more imps on this board, that would take their margin to at least 7.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
So they get, and we can see that that's going to happen. What was the auction in the other room?
It basically went a club, a diamond, a spade, same start. There wasn't a diamond raise, and then it went clubs, diamonds, clubs, diamonds, clubs, diamonds, ending up with 4 clubs.
Oh, it was just
West did diamonds twice. East finally raised diamonds, and North-south played to 4 clubs.
Okay. Not really. Okay. So obviously, Kai, you thought that Tracy had it was like a support type double.
I think it's the other way round.
Well,
I think-
I thought
Oh, sorry, Tracy. Sorry, yeah.
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 I have been calling you Tracy all match, but yeah. So you thought it was a support double, and Kai thought it was like a takeout double
Right.
type of thing.
Right. I don't know. We have some very loose agreements. And one of the things here was I thought we had on our card that support doubles were through 2 major -1. And
They are on the card.
Huh?
I said that is what's on the card.
Okay. So I thought that the double would be takeout, and I felt like bidding 3 hearts was... The whole thing is I'm a chronic overbidder, and I didn't want to be the chronic overbidder this time. But I could have just bid 3 hearts, and I could have, had, because it felt close, regardless, and I could have potentially prevented this confusion from happening, because I know that it existed, potentially. So I definitely have some huge regrets over this board. Just bid 3 hearts. If it's an overbid, it's an overbid, but at least you've conveyed your shape, and then we might be able to find 4 hearts, or we might be able to find 5 clubs, because I was thinking that I very well could want to be in 4 hearts as well. And if partner, I thought that I was doing the most flexible option for us. So
this is my fault, Kai, not your fault. I could have easily bid 4 clubs to show you the club support. So this one's completely on me. So you're a very kind partner.
I wish my partners were all as nice as both of you.
Yeah, and you played it really well. You played it very well.
Yes, you
for
played the hand
people
very well,
I have
Tracy.
to
You
say.
almost nearly made it, but one more trump.
Yeah. Alas.
Alas.
So
we're not going to actually see the play on board 11 then, I think, because the margin of that now is 11 imps to bridging with Steve.
Yes. So bridge with Steve.
Bridgin with Steve.
Bridgin with Steve. This is like our collaborator name. Like if we were melded together as content creators.
So I'm not. Are you playing this because you don't know the result at this point, and then you
I think
stop?
they
What
are
happens?
passing the board in to
No,
get rid of
so
the table.
we have the directors announce to us after boards 10, 12, and 14 what the state of the match is. So at this point, we were told that Bridge with Steve had won, and to please pass out the remainder of your boards, which is about to happen.
I think Bridge with Steve would have been sitting there for a while because there were quite a few boards ahead. I think so. They would have been waiting quite patiently.
They were waiting very patiently. I was taking all my thinking time on the declaring of board 1 and board 6.
Yeah, there was a very interesting one where East didn't open and you declared, and you had seen East play an ace, and a king.
Yeah.
And you needed to find the ace of clubs, and you were in the tank for so long that I thought maybe you were sitting working that out.
Yes, I was sitting and working that out. And the thing is that I had decided that East potentially could still have the ace of clubs. Wait, oh no, was there no trump range 11 to 14?
They'd also shown up with 11 and passed as dealer. So regardless of the range, it's unlikely they brought more aces.
I mean, well, I know that they play intermediate 2s, so I thought that they couldn't have 5 clubs and the ace of clubs.
Yeah. Someone keeps trying to move my history. This is the one
strength is 11 potentially to 14, depending on vulnerability, I guess. So I should have looked at that.
Dealer with 11.
Yeah.
So they were out of points.
Yeah. So yeah, on this hand, on that hand, I thought. Oh wait, they also had the ace of spades. That's very
You'd seen
telling.
it.
I should.
Yeah, you'd seen
no.
this.
I remembered the ace king of diamonds, but I forgot about the ace of spades.
Yeah,
That's
I think
my
that makes
problem.
sense then.
I should have just played a club to the king.
That makes sense then. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And on the second to last board, do you have regrets for not splintering, or is 4 clubs something else in your system?
4 clubs is something, but I thought that my hand was potentially too good to be a splinter, but maybe it isn't.
I think there's still a chance to rescue this. When East doubles the 5 hearts, you could pass.
Yes.
And that just said, I'm worried about hearts.
Yes, I certainly
And
could
Tracy
pass.
could redouble to say, don't worry, I've got the, like, signing off is, yeah, tell me your thinking, or save me watching your video.
Well, see,
Rude.
yeah, my video where I'm just sitting hands on my head
Oh, no, I'm gonna watch it then.
in the fetal position, just being like,
Splinter regrets.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that, well, partner could have passed the force. We were in a game force. Partner had shown, we know that we're in a fit. So partner could have passed 4 spades if they had a minimum and were more interested in penalizing. I also assumed that the double was outright penalty, period. So I know that 4 spades is a minimum, but it seems like a minimum that's more willing to play. So I was trying to place hands that my partner could have. And then after it went past 4 no trump, past 5 hearts, and then double, I was like, ooh, that's fun. But I also knew that East was on lead. So I wasn't all that worried as long as my partner held a heart control. But at this point, I didn't know if partner had the ace of clubs or the ace of hearts. So I mean, the whole thing is that if I knew I had ways to potentially pitch hearts out of my partner's hand, like if partner had king, queen of diamonds and I had the ace, and then there might be some sort of squeeze going on with the 4th diamond and the king of hearts in the east hand, then we might be able to pitch away partner's heart loser. My concern was that like we would have.
I mean, you're right. We could see that you, from this point, you don't know if partner's got the ace of clubs or the ace of hearts.
Right.
But passing from you would have given her the opportunity to tell you.
Right.
One thing though is that the ace of hearts alone isn't enough to make it a slam, because as
Exactly.
we discussed, Marksman kind of had a sketchy slam try with 3 low hearts. The
Right.
ace
Yeah.
would maybe deal with one of them, and these low diamonds. So yeah, partly it was a sketchy slam try.
Yeah.
If Marksman knew that Tracy had a singleton diamond, now all of a sudden the ace of hearts might be enough for slam.
Yeah. Exactly.
But he didn't know he had the diamonds covered. So
Yeah.
The other table
yeah,
splintered
very tricky.
itself and then went off to the races after that.
I imagine West doubled the splinter just so it showed clubs.
No, they actually bid 5 clubs.
Oh, it'd be
I
5
mean,
clubs.
I mean, 4 clubs was pretty conservative at this table. I mean, put it another way: if it went a spade, 2 no trump, 4 club, 4 spades, pass. Surely you wouldn't pass 4 spades out with West. I mean, you can't be defending 4 spades with that hand. I mean, you know, make 5 clubs opposite the queen and the 10 of diamonds or something. So maybe West should bid 5 clubs on the first round. In any case.
Oh yes, I would have for sure.
Yeah.
And then I'd go, oh no, I was vulnerable.
One thing here, Kai and Tracy pointed out, is although you weren't in slam and maybe you needed to be to flatten the board, at the other table, they got to 6 spades by North. West doubled, asking, I guess, for a heart lead, a light and a double.
Yeah.
And East didn't lead a heart. Now, sometimes if you have very good cards in that suit, you don't double, but King 10's not really enough. And on a heart lead, if it goes small, rough, East still gets their King of Hearts. And so maybe the slam could have gone down on a heart lead. So it could have been quite a different result. And then bidding game would have been a huge pickup. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking here is that this very well could have been a good board for us in the case that, like, if I had bid 6 spades, I know that there would be a double from West, and we very likely would be getting a heart lead. And we would have been down. So I was hoping that that was what was happening at the other table. But
yeah, really good point there, Susan. I'm so results-based driven in my...
It'd be interesting to know whether...
Yeah, very good point is that had that light and the double worked...
So we also had that one hand where they were playing an unusual system. Did you see that one hand where
yes, the Fantoons.
Yeah, they opened a heart, which was either what?
Oh, board 4.
11.
Yeah.
No, I think
it was 5 hearts and 4. 5 hearts and 2
board 5.
3 clubs. It was board 5. Yeah.
Oh yes, this one.
So either hearts and a good hand, or maybe both majors and a minimum opening hand.
when he bid 2 hearts here, and I'm like, oh, they could have both majors. I'm like, so for me, I was, we didn't have to get to discuss their system on this,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well, I think you might have got a bit scared by the explanation, because it was no different to any other one else opening a heart, where when you open a heart, you sometimes have 4 spades.
Right.
I think it made it sound to you like they had 4 spades more often than a natural pair, maybe.
Yeah.
Is that because you were worried that East had to have 4 spades or something?
Well, I just, on my side of it was, okay, are they both majors? Are they hearts? But I squeaked the 2 spade bid.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he bid 3 clubs, I was a little unsure if he was just taking out hearts, or I don't know.
He could have had six clubs, and then you still
I
would
very
have
well could have
happily
had 6
passed.
clubs. I was doing some sort of like very distributional game try. I mean, I
was hoping you had 6 clubs.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I would be too.
I don't know. Normally when I'm playing against agreements like this, I just assume that it's just showing 4 hearts and 5 hearts, sorry, and that's how I normally would do it. But of course we didn't discuss it. So that's kind of like the intuition I was going off of, what I thought was the normal for playing against a bid like that.
And then what did they play at the other table?
They were in
3
3
diamonds.
diamonds, the other side, down 1.
At the other table, the auction started out a heart, 2 hearts, Michaels, past 2 spades, same start as you. But at the other table, East doubled, take out good hand, and South didn't make an invitational 3 club bid, and East West played 3 diamonds. They went down by 1.
Yeah. I do want to add a thing that Super Koopa said, is that East West are very good at disclosure, I found, and that is so true. I mean, like, they were telling us their agreements all the way through, and they were asking us a lot of questions about our agreements as well. Or at least I got many, many private messages, which was very good. I really appreciated their diligence in knowing their system and explaining it, and I felt bad that I wasn't completely confident in my reciprocation. Because Tracy and I have played a few times, but not a lot, and it's been few and far between.
Yeah, there was another hand that I was confused on a bid. Let's see, did I open in 3rd seat?
Yeah, you opened in 3rd seat, and then I bid 3 clubs.
So I don't think that's on our card.
Right, it's not.
Yeah, we discussed whether by a past hand it should be Drury, whether you should play fit showing jumps, whether Bergen is still on.
Right.
There were lots of choices there.
Yeah, it's quite unusual to see Bergen from a past hand, so we wonder
Right.
what your card was there.
I also
You kind of got a bit lucky with point ranges on this one.
With my hand, it was an easy bid. Once you bid anything, I was going to put us into 4 spades. So
Yeah, you got a bit lucky on point ranges here, because South managed to show 7 to 9, which sort of put the brakes on. If South showed like 10 plus or something, which
I'd have shown 10 plus. I'd have squeaked
Easily
another
could.
point out of that Quabbleton. And
V8 only plays upgrades, no downgrades.
No downgrades,
North
so-
might have gone looking for a slam, which we discussed, and they made 12 tricks at the other table, but it's not a good slam with all these.
how did they?
Double
That's the
tricks.
other thing, is I was wondering how we lost an imp there. How did they make 12 tricks?
Could have been like a diamond lead or the King of Hearts lead, maybe.
I think it was a club lead. This is not going to show me now.
Yeah, I couldn't see the other hands the way.
Well, if we
BBO.
want to look at it, you can go on the website. All of it's there and much easier to access and look through. You can even move around cards and everything.
Yeah. So
let's do that
it
then.
was this board here at this table.
Yeah, I would have
So-
druid. I couldn't help myself. I'd have to have druid for this
You
one.
can switch to the away view or both view in the top left up there, Scissors.
Yep. I think this is good, isn't it? So
Sure.
at the other table,
yeah.
as a past hand, South bid 2 no trumps, showing that they had 1 good spade. And then West bid clubs. And so I think the lead was a club. But then I don't know where the trick went, because it looks like North South have a club loser now.
Right.
And a loser in a red suit. So we'll have to see what happened. They played
Agreed.
a spade, and they tried the Queen of Diamonds finesse, King Ace. So this didn't gain declare it a trick yet. They're potentially losing a Diamond Jack,
And the club.
which they
Probably
do.
King of Hearts here, maybe.
Well,
something.
yeah. So there is a club loser here, but if they
Yeah.
don't take it, it will go away on the diamond. So they tried the King of Hearts.
Ah.
Now
Which
the
one?
heart goes away and there's a roughing finesse.
So yeah, actually, that's a good point. You don't pitch the club, you
It had
pitch
to,
the
it had
heart.
to be the King of Hearts was also fatal.
Right.
Yeah. So a small couple of defensive things there. So
Okay.
now this heart will take care. But yeah, the big swing on that one was whether or not there could have been a failing slam bid. On this bracket here, it doesn't show yet that the result of that match has gone in. The
I
winners
think
haven't
Isaac
moved
needs
over.
to. Oh, I need to hit a button. One moment.
Isaac, come on.
I need
But
to
the
hit a
scores
button.
are here.
It's me.
So
let's
it's
just go
going
for-
to be
let's click on it and
Procore
let's
playing
pause it.
Bridging with Steve.
Bridge with Steve.
All right, I've updated
There we
it.
go.
There we go.
He's moved across. So Bridge with Steve moves into the quarterfinal, match 4 of the championship bracket. Now, this isn't over for you, Kai. Is that right? Bridge with
Correct. If
Kai,
you go to the
move
challenger
down to
bracket, you can
challenger
see.
bracket. You drop in on top here, and your match is not yet decided.
Correct.
So yeah, 4th and 5th finishers had a chance to go into the championship bracket, and the knocked out team goes to the challengers. So marksman Kai is still here.
Yeah, we're going to be playing the whoever wins against Bridge with Music and MathLab Jordan, and to my understanding, that match is going to be happening on Friday. So we will stay tuned for that, and then whoever wins, I'm going to have to coordinate with them and finish up the last. Oh no, not the last match of the quarterfinals. We've still got plenty of quarterfinal matches to do here.
Looks like Bridge Babe and Argos haven't yet played. These guys look like they've played. Jakery's moved forwards. Paolo Brum and Iquanchin haven't yet played. They're going to play Bridgin with Kai if he continues.
Mm-hmm.
And in the other side, Pete Holland's team hasn't played. Coming soon, Friday.
Coming on Friday, which is Friday in Australia. It'll be Thursday night in the rest of the
3 days
world.
and 10 minutes. Ready, ready, set, go.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Jazz Plays Bridge got knocked out in a fairly close match.
Yeah,
was that
it was
decided by beer
intense.
cards?
Yeah, that means that there was a beer card there. So if they were playing, if they were getting a beer card, if they went to the tie breaks that required the beer card, NYC Bridge would have won this one anyway.
It looks like they won by 8. And Kachung won with fewer imps but more beer cards. Love to see it.
So yeah, that one, that's been our most intense match so far.
That was a very interesting hand as well with the beer card. It was one of those hands where if you play to make the beer, it was a very, very delicate 3-no trumps.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have liked to have been playing that. It looked like one of those hands where if you're trying to make the beer, you'll make the contract. And if you don't try for the beer, you'll probably not make the contract. It's what I think that I reckon that's the tail of that hand.
The best sort of hand.
Because they didn't make the contract, didn't go for the beer and didn't make the contract on that one, John Stell's team. So yeah, because it was a horrible hand to play.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, then Bridge with Steve, congratulations. You move on. You play against Team Proquar, who was demolishing the round robin 2 and got the first seed there. So that's going to be a fun match to watch. We've got Alcohol, we've got Groove, we've got Fantoons. Like, so much is going on with that match. So that'll be very fun to watch. But yeah, I'll be sending out a message to both Proquar and Bridge with Steve to figure out times for when that match can happen. And then we'll bring it to you live from Bridge Base Online and their channels as well. So
David, it was lovely doing commentary with you, and I hope get to listen to you do more
That was
commentary.
great fun.
I really enjoyed it.
Thanks for having me. It was great commentating with you guys, and it was great fun to watch. Really fun match, and came down to the last board as to whether it was going to go into extra time. We were
Yes.
hoping for extra boards, but
They were spicy, those last couple of boards. They were
Yeah.
spicy.
They absolutely were spicy. I agree. But I do need to do some shout outs here. We, if you haven't gone and followed Bridge with Steve yet, go find him on YouTube. Absolutely amazing vlogging content and technical like squeezes and end plays and fun stuff to go see on his channel. Definitely go check out David Gold's TikToks, Instagrams, and all of that. He doesn't do bridge stuff yet, but he has an absolutely outstanding food. It's Eat Like Gold, and it is so fun to watch him trying to find the best burger in the world, and all sorts of other amazing dishes. I get so hungry whenever I'm watching, so go check him out if you haven't yet.
I think Scissors is checking him out right now.
Yeah, no, it's good. He's really good at what he does.
Instagram
I'm
is
not
the
on
best
any
way.
socials, so I can't do it. I don't have social media. It's banned for under 16s in our country, so I can't. Be on
Look
any
at all
social
that
media.
amazing looking food
Look at all
all
the
in those
burgers.
burgers.
That is phenomenal.
And then, of course, we have Tracy Bauer as well, who is Bridge Unleashed on all of the platforms, like literally all of them, doing so much work in interviewing all of the players in the game, and getting their thoughts on Bridge overall and how we can improve Bridge, and fun little stories, of course, of how people got into the game and how they got good, and their stories and all sorts of stuff like that. And then we also, she also does a bunch of AI stuff, tinkering around in the AI department to try to get Bridge out there. So thank you for what you're doing, and go check out Bridge Unleashed.
And
Oh,
this,
there's no time to shout out what I do because we'll leave it. We'll leave it at that.
but this week, as we're all content creators here, I have right now I'm at 3.2 million on a reel that we posted cross platforms right now.
Wow, that many views. That's awesome.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is not Bridge content.
Oh,
It was twisting a kid's frame, but it has gone absolutely viral.
that's the state of the world, people. That's the state of the world. I'm not even on any social media because it's full of shit, unfortunately. But they don't like good burgers. And happy frame twisting, everybody.
Yes. And since I got to play, I get to shout out myself too. If you have not found Bridgin with Kai yet, definitely go check that out on YouTube, Facebook,
I'm a big
Instagram,
fan.
TikTok. We have my live perspective that's going to be on there soon, and lots of other fun stuff that has to do with a little bit more of the goofier side of Bridge, and some crazy bidding. But the whole point is we're making it fun, right? So that's me, Bridgin with Kai. So yeah. Whew.
I think your facial expressions on your thumbnails make it look like it's goofy, but you're very passionate about Bridge.
Oh, very much, yes. But I think I might be able to say that I'm very happy with the thumbnails. I really love the thumbnails. I think I have a lot of fun with those. But yeah,
I've seen those faces in real life many times. They are legit faces.
Legit faces, very expressive. This face can meld into so many different expressions. But yeah, I think it's time to sign off. It has been an absolute pleasure having all of you here. Thank you for those playing, and thank you for those watching in chat. Thank you to the commentators. Thank you to Bridge with Steve and his team, and my team, Isaac, Patricia, and Tracy, all for playing. So yeah, keep on bridging, everyone, and we'll see
Thanks,
you
Kai.
in the next match. Bye!
Yay.
Bye-bye.
Happy Bridge.